sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Bam Adebayo is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Lowry. And it's Butler in at the 3. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Lowry against Holiday. Middleton outside. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Miami. Here's Adebayo. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Holiday. To DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Cans it from downtown.
Presence of mind, really important. You know, this game is more mental than physical. And Middleton is a guy who stays in the moment. He's exceptional at knocking down a good shot off a good pass.
Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Free throw good, Adebayo. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. The question is always, how do you contain Giannis Antetokounmpo? Coach said, now that he's hitting the face-up jumper with more consistency, there isn't much left to take away. So we're going to try to make him work hard at the other end. That's what a lot of coaches say, guys, and they don't succeed very well. We'll see if they can do it tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Now, DiVincenzo, following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Here's Tucker, following the basket by Giannis. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Clark, they said back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now. He and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. And George Hill's subbed in for Drew Holiday. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Hero. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Strus passes to Oladipo. Over Hill. Oladipo misses. The Bucks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Here's Hero. A step-back shot here. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The kick out to Oladipo. Off target with his 3. And stolen by Dedmon. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this to say.
I like to stay locked in to the game and focus on the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court for the Heat, Markieff Morris is out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Hero in at the 2 spot. Martin's checked in for the Heat. Milwaukee leading by 7. It's Allen on the wing, covered by Martin. Allen against Morris. Allen passes to Thunder. Dedmon with the block, but he gets it back. Here's Thunder, just 5 to shoot, and it's Miami with the rebound. Oladipo outside. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Pulls from the top of the key, and the shot is long.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now, here's Teague. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
You know, when Oladipo is throwing shots away, it gets everybody going, and his coaches and teammates alike love it.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-hander.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Hill. A minute 20 left now here in the second. Thunder, great positioning on the putback. Thunder's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Now here's Allen. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The fadeaway. And no good, trying to use the glass.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Defense getting too close. Lowry has that instinct to read what's happening, takes the shot there into the contact.
Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Thunder. Chris Middleton comes in for Allen. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Jeff Teague. And Kyle Lowry drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Robinson against Lopez. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Lock at 6. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Miami grabs the miss. In transition, here comes Miami. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And I love watching Jimmy Butler play. This guy is just fun to watch. I mean, he's a tremendous dunker, strong physical body, and he knows how to throw it down.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Bucks on top, up 1. And a chance now to send it over to David. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They lead by 1. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, they've given a good show to their fans so far, executing well on their home court. It's far from a done deal, though. This is a game they do not, I repeat, they do not.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 1. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. The drive by Giannis. Bucket is good. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Shots good by Middleton.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Outside Butler. Back to Lowry. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The Heat have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Allen comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And George Hill's subbed in for Drew Holiday. Free throw good, Lowry. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, showing again how committed he is when he takes that ball inside off the drive.
Hill against Lowry. Pass to Hero. Kicks to Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
you see the physicality. I mean, Butler never backs away from a challenge. Now, this guy is really one of the more competitive guys in the league.
The first free throw is good.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
And Miami making a change here. Oladipo's checked in. And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Hill looking it over. Passes it to Allen. It's Dedmon with the rebound. The Heat leading by 4. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, I like how Butler uses his body in the paint. Excellent at forcing the issue and getting the call close to the rack.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And Miami making a change here. Strus is checked in. And so he hits both.
And, you can see and even feel the drive and passion Butler plays with. He's an effective two-way player who just loves to compete.
Giannis outside. Four on the clock from downtown. That shot misses. Jimmy Butler has been on display for Miami. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Miami starting the 4th. They've got Robinson. E.J. Tucker is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Vincent, and it's Strus in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Vincent. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Bucks trail by 4. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night. And the pass to Vincent. Here's Tucker. Lays it up off the glass. Tucker's got the lead up to 6 now for Miami.
And though lacking some height, Tucker has the bounce, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Miami.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Thunder's checked in for Bobby Portis. Martin's checked in for Miami. Kyle Lowry comes in for Vincent.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Here's Lowry. Outside for Martin. Milwaukee with the rebound. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. The shot. No good on that one. The Bucks go the other way with it. Outside Holiday. To the middle. And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Lopez. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Lowry against Holiday. Lowry passes to Adebayo. And here's Tucker. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Bam Adebayo.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If we make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Timeout called, the Heat. They're trailing by 1. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Butler. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Timeout called. The Bucks. They're down by 1. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Floats it up for Giannis. Yes!
And the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Pass to Butler. Over Middleton for the win. Shot is good. But it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And yes, the officials want to review the shot. They initially thought he didn't get it off in time, but it was awfully tough to tell. What a moment this is, huh? Wow. They may go from winners to losers just like that.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And they're going to count it. After looking at the replay, they rule that he got the shot off in time. GA, they won it on the buzzer beater.
Kevin, you talk about winning it at the very last second. What a finish. Thankfully, the replay gets the officials off the hook on what would have been an awful call to miss.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do